Hello, sixth grade. These are the summary notes for Primetime Investigation 4.3, Order of Operations. Anything I write down, please make sure you write down. And if you need to pause at any point to write something, go for it. So, our order of operations are very important. Okay, first we do parentheses, then we do exponents. From left to right, we multiply, we do multiplication or division. And that's super important. What comes first if I'm going from left to right? Then once I've done all that, from left to right, if there is any addition or subtraction. Okay, not necessarily, that's why I don't like to say PEMDAS, because it's not necessarily multiplication before division. It is from left to right, whatever comes first, division or multiplication. Okay, now, in order to organize also, we're simplifying an expression. Okay, so if you see in the middle, it says no equal signs, and we're simplifying down. So let's take a look at this first problem. Okay, so first I do parentheses. Okay, I'm looking in here. I have my parentheses. I need to simplify it. So the first thing I do is 10 minus 5, which is 5. You can leave the parentheses here, because what this exponent is means what's the value of what's in the parentheses. So now I have a whole new problem. Each line is a whole new problem. I have 5 squared plus 5. Okay, my parentheses is simplified. So now I go on to the next. I do exponents. So now I'm going to simplify 5 to the second power, which is 25. Notice I'm not putting my equal sign. I'm not writing over here equals 25. I'm moving right down and I'm saying I simplified that. So now what's left is 25 plus 5, which is 30. Okay, let's look at this one. I have 5 times 9 minus the quantity of 4 plus 8 divided by 2 minus the quantity of 4 times 7. So once again, I'm moving in this downward kind of V simplification. Okay, here, first I do parentheses. Okay, I have 4 plus 8 here. Now, if you want to, you can simplify the parentheses at the same time. So I have 4 plus 8, which is 12. So I rewrote 5 times 9 minus 12 divided by 2, and I simplified my 7 times 4, which is 28. So this is my new problem that I'm focusing on. So first I did parentheses, now I do exponents. There's no exponents. From left to right, I multiply or divide. So that means right here is my multiplication. That is what I'm doing first, just that step. 5 times 9 is 45, so I simplified that down. I rewrite what I didn't use in that order. 45 minus 12 divided by 2 minus 28. Once again, I still am on my multiply from left or divide from left to right. I have a division problem, so I need to divide. And I wrote right what it equals right below it. I didn't use the 45 minus sign, so 45 minus 6 minus 28. Okay, I can kind of do this 40, and there's only subtraction, so I'm going from left to right. 45 minus 6 is 39. 39 minus 28 is 11. Now, a few things as you move into the higher maths. There's different ways of writing multiplication. The one you've been using your whole life is with an X. Okay, but a lot of times as you move into higher maths, because you're going to be using X as a variable, typically we move away from that. If you have a raised dot in between the numbers, that means multiplication. If you have the numbers, nothing in between them, there's a number attached to a parentheses, that means multiplication. Okay, whether they're both in parentheses or one number is in parentheses, sometimes, although I usually doubt it, you might see it that way. Okay, this all means multiplication. Now division. You have your division sign. A fraction bar means division. Okay, so it means, and you read it from top to bottom, 20 divided by 5. So try these next two, pause it here, and then come back and I will do it step by step. Okay, so first step, it's parentheses, 5 minus 2 squared. Well, even within my parentheses, I have to follow my order of operations. So I actually have to do my exponent first within here. So 2 to the second power is 4. So just to keep my brain organized, I'm just going to write that, okay, as my first step. I still have my parentheses that I need to simplify. 5 minus 4 is 1. So I have 24 divided by 6 times 1. Now, from left to right multiplication or division, division comes first in this case. 24 divided by 6 is 4 times 1, which is 4. Again, no equal signs. I just simplified as I move down the page. Okay, pause here to do the next one. All right, first I do parentheses. Okay, again, I need to follow my rules of left to right within my parentheses. Okay, the 4 is on the outside. I'm still attached. Now, for those of you who are a little better, yes, I can do this all in one step if I wanted to. 24 minus 16 is 8. 8 plus 3 is 11. Or for those who'd like to write all the steps out, you can. Okay, which I would say 24, again, minus 16, okay, is going to be 8 plus 3 to the third, if you want to write out the steps. But then it's going to be 4 times 11 plus 3 to the third. Now, yes, there's parentheses here, but remember, this number is already simplified. So now I go on to my next step, which is to do my exponents. 3 to the third power means 3 times 3 times 3, which is 27. 4 times 11 plus 27. Okay, now I go on. I have no parentheses. I have no exponents. I now have multiplication or division from left to right. I have my multiplication. 4 times 11 is 44 plus 27. Okay, and then you just finish off the problem of addition. That would be 11, and that would be 71. That is all for our order of operations notes on 4.3.